Today's video is a little long. We hopped in a bus early in the morning and we drove up to Northern Ireland. Our trip was made awesome by our bus driver Mike slash tour guide, and he sung pretty much the entire trip, both there and back again.
From glen to glen and down the mountainside, the summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow, for I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh Danny boy, oh Danny boy, I love you so.
Mike's songs and his pride for his home country has been truly a highlight of this trip. Our first stop was to the Cricker Rope Bridge and then on to the Giant's Causeway. Out there, that's Scotland. This bridge was originally built by fishermen trying to get across to catch the salmon that were coming out to sea.
We just crossed over to this island and Justin's very interested in the grass. It's like a trampoline.
The ground's so soft. This is the inside of the shed where the fishermen kept all of their supplies for catching the salmon.
We're on our way up to see Giant's Causeway.
Here's the Giant's organ. The legend is that there was two giants, one in Scotland and one in Ireland, and they wanted to fight each other, and so they began building the causeway as it is. Here's Morgan taking a picture of the Giant's boot and some people on the Giant's boot. And here's the causeway. And so the causeway is kind of angled out towards Scotland. You can see it up close with their 5, 6, even 7 sides. And there's literally thousands and thousands of these stones stretching out into the ocean. But after the Giant's Causeway, we made our way to Belfast, where the Troubles, as they're called in Ireland, mainly took
While
place.
on the harbour wall, she watched the last star falling, as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. For she lived and hoped and prayed for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wings, and we had dreams of songs to sing. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry.
When we got to Belfast, Mike pointed out that crane is the site of where the Titanic was built. But I hopped in a black taxi and took a tour to some of the sites of conflict around Northern Ireland.
Catholic King James at the Battle of the Boyne in 1690, where he defeated him. Every year you will hear of parades taking place throughout Belfast and Northern Ireland, more so on the 12th of July. Well, here we have a mural in memory of a member of the Ulster Defence Association, Ulster Freedom Fighters, who died in the year 2000 in the area, and people flocked to the area trying to find old coins. That mural actually replaces a paramilitary mural with the Ulster Defence Association, which was done for their Scottish Brigade. Strong links, they say, between communities from here and Scotland.
Those were some of the Protestant memorials, but then we went here on the Catholic side of town.
You can see the before we go to the plaque, but the houses when they were rebuilt had to have protection across the backs. And back in 1971 when these houses were rebuilt, there was a wooden frame structure with chicken wire. What you see here is what it was replaced with about 8 years ago when the roof got away.
These murals scattered throughout the city serve to remind us of how real this conflict still is today. There's even a wall that still divides Protestant communities from Catholic communities. And there's a couple of gates on the wall that open in the morning and in the evenings to allow people to cross, but close overnight. While Ireland was great and I really enjoyed my time here and I'm excited to go back again soon, this all serves as a sobering reminder of how broken this world is sometimes.
I took a stroll down the old long walk in the day. I met a little girl and we started to talk on a fine soft day. And I asked you now, what's a fella to do? Because her hair was black and her eyes were blue. And I knew right then I'd be giving a twirl all down the Salt Hill prom with a Galway girl. We were halfway there when the rains came down in the AI. She asked me up to her flat downtown on a fine soft day. And I ask you now, what was I supposed to do? Because her hair was black and her eyes were blue. And I knew right then I'd be giving a twirl all down the Salt Hill prom with a Galway girl. When I woke up, I was all alone, with a broken heart and a ticket home. And I'm telling you now, what's a fella to do? Because her hair was black and her eyes were blue. And I knew right then I'd be giving a twirl all down the Salt Hill prom with a Galway girl. I've been all over this world, boys, I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl.